Did anybody write the template for a man?
You know? In your head. The parents are like, girl, go get this master's, girl, go get this PhD. Man, do this, man. You have all the time in the world. Achieve. So today we have a different setting, and guess what? We're starting our very first relationship series. Yeah! I'm so excited, I'm so happy. And guess who is doing the first series with us? The one and only. Oh God, let me do this again. I said the one and only. Did you hear me? The one and only Mrs. Agatha in the building. Yeah, she's a midwife, she's a beautiful wife, she's a beautiful mother as well, anticipating our triplets coming soon. Don't mind this her laughter, it will shock her. It will shock her. Alright, so we're so happy to yes, fingers crossed. We're so happy to have you on the channel today. Oh my God, I know you want to be seeing her face more often. I know. Yeah, she's doing awesome. Do you have anything to tell our people before we go straight into the video?
Okay, hello guys. Yeah. My name is Mrs. Agatha Samuel, as she has said, and I'm a midwife, a wife, and a mother.
Yes.
Of course, anticipating,
yeah.
And I'm glad to be on the video. I'm glad to be with you guys. I know that we're going to have a great time.
Sure.
Sharing, learning, and gleaning from one another, because we're not just here to talk.
No.
As you drop your comments,
thank
we're
you.
Learning from you too.
Exactly.
So please do well to follow.
Yeah,
subscribe. Yes, if you haven't, please
subscribe.
Leave us your comments.
You don't want to miss out from this series.
Share, of course.
Yeah, your thoughts and all. Share, please. So today we're going to be talking about several. It's going to be a Q&A. Of course, she's a wife. How many months old now?
2 plus.
2 plus. You see, I'm Maria. They have this glow. She's glowing with pride. Oh my God. You know, so she's a wife, and by reason of that, she has gathered some experience, right? That, trust me, if you never enter the shoes, you're not gonna know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So today, this video is going to be a very interesting one and very educative as well. I trust you're going to get so much value from this. We're going to be having a Q&A. I'm going to be asking her a couple of questions regarding to singles and even married people as well, okay? I know there are a lot of questions. A lot of people have met me to ask me some critical questions. I've had to discuss with young people like myself regarding these things, and we thought, okay, why don't we do this video just so that we help someone out there who is still not clear about their path, relationship wise, marriage wise. So let's just put this out there for the world to see, and I hope you find value. I trust you will. So yeah, so we're going to go straight into the video. I see they hot. Yeah, so the first question I'm going to be asking now, you're a proud wife, 2 months old in marriage. How's it been so far?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting because it's an entirely different journey from what you watch, what you hear, and even what you anticipate. It's realer than real when you're in it, but then it's very interesting.
It's beautiful.
For me, there's one word I have used to define my experience in marriage is adventure. You know, adventures are interesting in the sense that sometimes you're like and then some other times you're calm and you're just enjoying the ride, and it's a beautiful experience altogether because you're having your own experience firsthand. Now it's no longer this person said or that person said, or you know, it's now I'm in it. So is real right now, you know. So now you know what is true from what you've been hearing and what is just a hearsay. And then you now know that, okay, these things are actually obtainable, or no, this thing is not obtainable, because now you're in it. You're wearing it, so
You're wearing
you
the
know
shoe.
how it hurts or
pinches.
how comfortable it is, but altogether it's a beautiful
Experience.
It's a very
Wow,
beautiful experience.
wow. So it just goes to say that you can never really, there's no template for marriage. I think every marriage is peculiar in their own way.
Yes.
And not until you go into it, you can't really say, I know what marriage is about.
Exactly.
So you have to experience it yourself.
Exactly.
Firsthand. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. So, we already know now that marriage is a beautiful thing. Of course, we all want to get married someday, have beautiful children and all. But then before we even go into this phase, like, see me, I'm unmarried or I'm married like this, and the pressure that we go through. If you're out there and you're not yet married, please drop in the comment section. Let's know ourselves, all the single ladies. And being a single lady is not a disease, after all, of course. But I've just realized that. Okay, so let me share my own story.
Okay.
Growing up, you know, the first thing when you're done with, even in the African society, once you're done with, you have dropped that last paper in university. They're just waiting for you to drop that pen, the sign of your shirt, that you have finished. Once you drop it like that, NYC has not called you. They have started asking you. I don't know if you have experienced it too. They started asking you, how far? Who is the man in your life? Where's the man? You know, and all of that. And that alone puts pressure on us. I don't know about you, it put pressure on me. You understand? So I want to ask our bride here, our Amaria, our mom to be here. What really is, I know that our parents love us, right? Their intentions towards us is good, of course. They want the best for us. But most times, what's really the whole hype or the push behind, okay, so where's the man? When are you going to get married? Just by reason of dropping your last paper. Nobody's talking about any other thing, it's about man. What do you think? Is it that they love us so much? What's really their reason for making us just go into marriage? Like, or what template? Who wrote that template down that in a woman's life, once you just finish university, the next thing is marriage? How about doing other things? I don't know.
This is interesting because I also had to deal with these things at some point, but not necessarily from family. Okay, and then I'd like to make us understand that this pressure in itself is relative. For some persons, the pressure is from family. For some, the pressure is from friends, society. For some others, the pressure is even from within, you know. So these are different areas of pressures that people face that needs to be dealt with. There's no hard and fast rule. Like I said, families differ. Sometimes our parents do what they do. Our parents or our guardians do what they do, not with the intention to hurt us per se, but they think that it's their own way of doing the best for us. Now, for some of them, the best for us might be trying to protect us from making the mistakes they made. For some others, they feel that the path they took was the absolute best, and so you should also toe that path. But where we miss it is we fail to understand that destinies are different. You as an individual, now you're coming out into life, your path is entirely different from your parents. Yes, you can pick lessons from your parents or your guardians' experiences and apply them to your life, your present day situation. But it doesn't mean that exactly how it worked for your parent is how it's going to work for you. I remember when I dropped my last paper in school.
Listen to this gist.
Someone met me and was like, the next thing now is husband.
I feel it hot.
And then I'm like, are you for real? Then it wasn't like I wasn't in a relationship, but why do you guys just write the template?
In your head.
Did anybody write the template for a man? I have not heard anybody tell a man that you finish, then NYSC, and then you now bring wife.
Exactly.
Nobody tells a man that.
Yes.
So where is the And then sometimes they even go ahead of saying, you not get married, you not give birth
Yes,
to children.
they are not.
Then,
Exactly.
you know. So the best thing I can say is, as an individual, purpose and self-discovery is very important in times like this. When you have discovered who you are, which is not something that we totally discover in one day.
Of course not.
So there's also no pressure to say, okay, I need to discover myself. For some persons, they discover themselves as teenagers.
True.
For some, in late adulthood, so late 20s, late 30s, late. So there is no, that's why I keep saying there's no hard and fast route to these things.
Wow.
Once you have discovered yourself, you know that this is who you are. You know that this is where you're headed. Even if you don't have 100% ideology of what it is, but you know that at this point of your life, you are going on a path that you are sure is where you should be headed. Don't let pressure take you off guard. You might think that it's time for you as soon as you finish school. You might think that no, okay, you still need a little extra time to do some things for yourself. Be definite. And then if you're not definite, that's when the pressures will also begin to hit you. Because when you're not definite, you're not sure, you don't know, anybody can tell you just anything. And then some go as far as even deciding for you and then imposing the decision on you. But when you know what it is you want to do or you are already doing,
True.
it's easy for you to tell yourself or tell someone who tells you, where is the man? You can give an answer without feeling bad.
Exactly.
Or going back to your room and then
start sobbing
crying
and thinking.
and so God when. You know this God when thing is beginning to it's another side of pressure on its own.
Yeah.
That's why I say sometimes the pressure is from yourself.
True.
You go back and you start asking God when. You know, God can do it for anybody at any time. And then just because it didn't happen for you at 20 does not mean that it won't happen for you again, or that because it happened for you at 20 does not mean everybody's time must be 20. It still boils down to knowing yourself, know where you're going to, know what you want. When you have that focus, I'm not saying distractions will never come.
Of course they will.
They will. But when you have that focus, it's easy for you to deal with these things head on. And then you're able to face them and you're not deterred. Not that you put up a straight face outside and then you go back and you're all soft. No, you're strong on the inside, you're strong on the outside, and you're able to deal with these things. And when people begin to see the audacity you have as an individual, because you have to be complete in yourself. These are things that cannot be overemphasized. You have to be complete in yourself to even think of tagging along, with another person. So once you know that, okay, I am there, or I am on track, and you know that once another person, because some people who have not, you find people in situations where you have not even discovered yourself. You don't come and tag along with another person. You are now in a situation where your whole life now becomes about this other person.
You've lost yourself.
You know,
in the marriage.
because sometimes not even marriage, just relationship.
It's true.
And then you're already losing yourself.
It's true.
And this other person might not even care.
Yeah, it just
So it takes you being very definite. I remember in my courtship days, there were certain things I told my husband now that he just knew that this babe is not here to joke. He made a statement. I don't know if he deliberately did that or if it was just by way of a conversation, so if I say don't do midwifery or don't do, it was something related to my profession. I'm like,
okay,
you better say it now so that we'll know that this journey is ending here or this journey will continue
to the next permanent side.
I made it clear that this is me. This is, you can't just come out of the blues. And it's a different ball game if you're the one that sets me on the path. Okay, I will train you, or I will do this, or you decided it for me. You didn't decide it for me. You came and you met me in it. And then this is something that I have gone far. And with God's help, I'm doing well to the best of my ability and capacity. then you now come and tell me, don't do like this, or as how now?
And if you didn't know yourself, if you didn't have a vision for yourself at that time, a man can just come and tell you, don't you
exactly,
you
and then I'll just keep quiet.
Exactly. So as a woman, you have to know what you want.
Exactly.
You know
what you want before you get into.
If not,
before
anybody
you
can
get
turn you around like
yes, that's just it. And then now, it wasn't. Now it wasn't something we fought about. We didn't fight. It was a conversation, but the way I made it known that okay, this is it. He understood better, and I also understood that he was also trying to find out and be careful on how we tag along, so that we have societal should I call it principles, and also religious principles of the woman is there to come and help, the woman is there to do this, the woman is there. So he didn't want it to be that in coming to help I lose myself. So him asking me that was not even trying to talk me out of what I do, but to also know how he as a man can groom his wife to be better, and we're happy. But if in fact sometimes the way my husband talks about things in midwifery,
wow,
it blows my mind.
You see,
it blows my. He didn't go to midwifery school. I did. I'm the one in the profession, but the way he talks about it, the way he cares,
he sold out your own vision.
Exactly.
As well,
so we're into each other, not just emotionally, but intellectually, professionally.
That's all.
So you see these things.
God.
These are not things that. That's why you shouldn't just let anybody tell you where is the man. Or as if somebody will just arrange somebody for you and just push you into
marriage. They will just call you. Do you
You
know that they've done that to me? Let me give you guys gist. It's not like somebody is old. Me, the idea is to have that when somebody arranges marriage for you is, hey, maybe in your 30s, you're getting to your 40s, they are beginning to get so bothered. This one, no, my uncle arranged one bobo for me. I've forgotten, is it Australia or where? Just called me. Wahala. Just called me that there's one bobo in Australia. It's funny enough, he has never met the bobo. It's his friend's brother that is the bobo.
You can imagine.
I raised the guy. The guy said that he wants to settle down. Word came to him. He said, that he has one fine niece, so that they want to arrange. Gave the guy my number. The guy started to police me. By the time I said, let me just respect my uncle and answer the bobo. When the bobo called me, when I gave him the interview of his life, he didn't call me again the second time. What the hell? I had to tell my uncle, guy, please, I can get my own husband. I mean, my husband will find me. You don't have to do this, please. Nobody should arrange any man for me again. Though yes, so they are arranging marriage. I hear are doing awesome. You see these things now, they are relative again.
Yes.
They were arranged for them. Exactly. But that's why you as a human being, you should know what you want. Do you get? Know what you want as a person. Me, I don't want anybody to arrange for me. Exactly.
Because what happens tomorrow, you now find a situation where they now say,
it's
not because as if I wanted you.
It was not you that joined us together.
That's the worst.
So let me find my thing.
Emotional torture anybody can. You now make me feel like you try to help me. You just did me a favor because somebody suggested or recommended me to you.
No. Wrong. No.
Too wrong.
No. So really, as individuals, we should know ourselves. Yeah. Now this after pressure now, you hear things like Nkechi has gotten married. This one, I'm using this video to beg all of us, please. This pressure from our folks, it's not. See, but these things I've learned. The pressure that I have gotten back, I have learned to not put that pressure on my children tomorrow, because I have seen what it has done to us, the young people. This one has gotten married. This one is you are still here. Have you did they tie our umbilical cord together? For God's sake, why do we have to go through all this? This pressure. Though she has told us how we can tackle it, we should know ourselves first. Let's not allow
this thing you just said of your parents are saying this person is married, that person is married.
They will come and fling Ivy for you. Look at Stella.
See
Stella. You gave her, you senior her 5 years. 5 years.
Sometimes it's really not our parents' fault. Sometimes.
Okay.
It all boils down to their level of understanding, and you know that the generation our parents have come from is very, very much different from the generation we find ourselves. Now, their generation is a generation that we have no idea about.
No,
because we were not there
exactly.
then. But they have an idea of their generation, and they are seeing the things happen in our own days. So they feel like they know it all. Yes, it is true that our parents have years of experiences that we might never get to have.
True.
We can only glean from their knowledge.
True.
So sometimes they feel, what do you know? You see cases where you see somebody that is even way older than you, and then when they're relating with their parents, the parents make them feel like you're still a small child. So they feel that it's like we never get to that point where
we are mature enough. With parents, you're never mature.
Now, what I think is a solution, or can be a solution, is it's really not easy most times, but we can attempt it. Try to build that. We need to bridge the generational gap between us and our parents. Now, you can't go and start from there, or you can't go and start from the society at large. You can start from you and your mother, you and your father. Now,
communication.
It was about the time I was getting married that I began to experience a new dimension of relationship with my mother. Not to say that we were enemies, no, but there was a new dimension of relationship with my mother that began to, we began to cultivate. And I could freely tell her some things. We are in Africa. Let's tell ourselves the truth. It's not everything that a child, no matter how old the child is, can actually sit to discuss with parents. Or it's not in every home that happens.
It's true.
So we know that this thing is not one person that is facing it. Everybody's facing it. But I believe that once we're able to mend or cover that loophole, where we now have a certain level of bond, and then there is a level of understanding that we now have between parent and child, or guardian and ward, the pressure will reduce to an extent. And another thing I have noticed, when your parents begin to see results in the things that you do, they respect you more. They even begin to root for you. And even fight the pressure on your behalf. So now you brought that if you don't know what you're doing, who will now advocate for you? They will now be the ones saying, what are you doing? Go and get married.
It's true.
But when you have something,
when you're in a part,
when there's results, they won't pressure you. They will even fight the pressure for you.
Okay, so it's coming from an angle where, so it could be that most times people who get this pressure is because they are not already in a part where they're doing something.
Maybe for some. Now there are some who are in a path where they are doing everything,
but they still get
this pressure. Some people become too, I think, this is what I think, it might not be exactly what it is. Some people become too relaxed in themselves and think that life is not all about getting married. True, life may not be all about getting married. But then there are also people who think life is not all about making money. Life is not all about, So you cannot impose your mindset on another person.
That's true.
If you do get to the point where you think, I've had friends, male friends, that tell me that until I'm 40, I'm a man, so I can have you at any time.
True.
I've had some that will tell me
25, they're like, oh no, I want to.
I've had some that will tell me, what am I waiting for? I've seen the girl. I know I don't have the millions yet, but we're ready
can grow together.
And we can. I've had some. I had one particular person that told me that me, I cannot come and marry somebody's daughter and not be able to take. If I don't have at least
for different
if I don't have at least 1 million
in my account,
I can't marry anybody's daughter. Wow. So now you see, it's not necessarily that because you're not doing something, you now begin to face pressure. It's still, but your something might be different from my something.
True that, yeah.
But the most important thing is let's see results. These people feel let's see results. Somebody might be a carpenter, or let me not use the word carpenter because we feel it's too downgraded.
Yeah.
Furniture maker.
Exactly.
Now somebody might be a furniture maker, and then he gets contracts, he gets jobs here. From that his furniture making, he's earning millions.
Yeah.
Now someone else may think it's just a furniture maker.
Yeah.
But someone who is doing his white collar in the office 9 to 5 is not earning as much as this person. So now you see, everybody's results, everybody's achieving, everybody's is different. Never get to the point where you begin to compare yourself. Know what works for you. And then again, see this relationship thing. We need to have this relationship thing going on between we and our parents, or we and this older generation. I personally believe that it will ease a lot of pressure on us as young people. It will ease a lot of pressure on us as young people that we're facing now that we shouldn't be facing. So if it's something, sometimes we feel they're the older ones, they should do it, but they don't know. Sorry to say, I don't think not every parent of the older generation knows to do that. It is those of us in this generation who are now beginning to get married, give birth, have children in this generation that understand that parenting in this generation is different from what it was then. So it is you now who will have to get off your high horse and think. Initially, I used to have that mindset that they gave birth to me now. I'm not supposed to be the one to. No. You're the one that needs the help.
Exactly.
You're the one that needs the help. So you have to get off your high horse.
Okay.
And get these things. Even if you feel okay, my mother or my father is not that person I can talk to. There is an older person
in your life, somewhere, somehow, you can confide in,
that can mentor you, that can speak for you, that can guide you. You can never do this thing alone.
True.
You can never do it, no matter how much you think you've seen in life. You can never do this thing alone. So let's not rule out that fact. Let's not rule it out.
You guys have heard. As if I should just say anything, she just be pouring out. Aurora is just too much. Wisdom is dropping. Oh my God, this was very insightful. So you can see how you can approach pressure. Do not let pressure. See, they say what you don't allow, cannot get to you. You get if you know what you want. So that's why. And then I feel to get married, you have to be even mature enough to know. Maturity gives you the sense of knowing what to do. You cannot be a child and know what to. A child really doesn't know much, so you have to be mature in your own self and all.